when I got the periodic table of values, I was impressed. I was really impressed to see all the values that we deal with almost every day. It's amazing. And she told me to choose one, and I chose this. Not only because it's on the first line and in the middle. It's because it was like highlighted for me. And even though I looked from one side to the other and I studied it, my eyes always ended up in the same value. Now, let me introduce myself. I am Carmela. I'm from Spain, from Madrid. I am a journalist, a golf journalist. You can be that, golf. And I run a communications company. And I am a mother. And as any other mother in the world, the most joyful days of my life were when my son and my daughter were born. They are teenagers now. Teenagers. There is Jaime, who is 16 years old, 17 next week. He's trying to enter a medical school in England. My God. And Maria, who is 15, and she's trying to be herself. And, of course, two teenagers at home, you know, who knows everything about life, not us. They are giving us lessons all the time. All the time. We have a lot to learn from them. So coming into these teenager times, everybody said it's a nightmare. So you're not only having one, you're having two at the same time. You're not gonna sleep. It's going to be awful. So I was worried. So I said, let's try an experiment. Instead of being in a constant teenagers fight, why don't we use joy as a daily basis? So for that experiment, to be a joyful mom of two teenagers, I started from scratch. How to deal with the basic emotions. Do you remember this movie, Inside Out? I'm sure you do. But it's about a girl who has a lovely life, and she suddenly has to move from one city to another as she's growing up. And it shows how the emotions work inside her. And emotions are personified as sadness, anger, fear, disgust, and joy. There are 5 emotions. 4 of them are negative, and just 1 is positive, 1, and that is joy. And joy is the one that runs the body. It's the one that can go ahead with everything. It's the one that the other ones try to block her, but she can unblock everyone. So, who would like to be? Who doesn't want to be that joy? But being joy it's not that we have to be smiling and happy all the time, and no. Joy is the attitude we need to face the good and the bad times, to face life as it comes. Joy and happiness, they are not exactly the same thing, but they come along together. Joy is the source of happiness. Joy is like the inside, be like the oxygen, and happiness, the bubbles. If we use a metaphor, it could be like an elevator that can take you to levels of happiness. And this is really important, not only for us here. It's important in everything in life. Robin Sharma, he says, happy people make happy leaders, which create happy teams. So work on your happiness. And my experiment of being a joyful mom of 2 teenagers wouldn't be so crazy if companies such as Google or American Express or Coca-Cola, they are investing in happiness and joy. And the data show that happy people are 12% more productive than unhappy people. And even in Google, the results from the research showed a 35% higher productivity. So it shows that happiness and joyfulness is productivity booster. Joy, the J, stands for join. We have to be together to be stronger. We have to join families, join groups, join everyone together to be strong. O, for others. We devote to others, to other families, to other kids, to other friends, to other companies, of course, to others that can share the power of the wish and can share this joy that we are talking about. And why? Yes, positive thinking. Yes, we can, of course. But we have to think of joy as an inside job, something that has to be inside us. Joy is homemade. We all have joy, but we have to look for it. Let me introduce you to Paula. She's one of our wish girls. She was 14 years old when this picture was taken. She's from Barcelona, of course. She loves horse riding. And when she was diagnosed of Ewing sarcoma, doctor said, stop riding horses for the moment. And she said, okay, I will soon. So when we started talking to her, we said, so what is your wish? And she said, compete riding horses. Oh, great. So how are we going to get this? And she said, I will work. She was so joyful. She had the attitude. She followed everything that the doctor said. And her family was not that happy. And that joy brought her into the competition. On the first round, she fell off from the horse. On the second round, it didn't matter. She was smiling like that. She had the attitude. On the second round, she won. And even on the third round, and she got the silver medal. She still hasn't won her own competition yet, but she will. She's got the attitude. We have to learn from Paula and the thousands of children we work with, because they have the joy, and we have to help them find it. Now let me finish with an image. A day without a laughter is a day wasted. So please, don't waste one single day of your life. Enjoy life and start right now. Thank you very much.